You want to give a story? I'll give back to you in just 1 minute, okay?
What now?
I said if you want to tell your story.
We just trying to get
Oh, okay. Hey guys, this is News Now Preston along with News Now Nashville. We're on the scene of officer-involved shooting. According to the media reports, there was SWAT officers shot at, and they shot a officer. I mean, they shot the gentleman. Hey, officer, is there a sergeant around?
Give me a second, sir.
All right, thank you.
Hang back for me.
All right, well, I'm just going over where local media is at.
You're good.
I don't see Channel 4. Yeah, and News Now Nephew's over there somewhere. I don't know why my camera is so blurry, guys. I do not know. I apologize on that. Trying to get a sergeant over here to give me some information. How you doing, Sarge? Hey, can you give me a little update?
What do you need?
I know that what I've heard was SWAT. I mean, the suspect shot at a SWAT. SWAT responded back, but that's all I know.
That's about all we know right now.
Okay, and I heard that he was they was trying to serve a warrant.
Yes.
Okay.
It was during a warrant service.
Okay, so is the TBI on scene now, or are they on their way?
They are.
They are?
And they're investigating.
Okay, is there a TBI agent around, the spokesperson?
I will see if I can get one.
Thank you, and your name?
Sergeant McCord.
And your employee number?
630-627.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, I was trying to get your attention and come over here and let me know something. So there you go, guys. The sergeant actually gave me a little bit of update. How you doing, sir?
Good. How y'all?
Pretty good. Oh, I've seen you before on a couple of things.
Don's getting ready to come over and do the same.
Oh, you're the assistant chief. That's right, yeah.
Don's getting ready to say what's going on over here.
Are they coming over there?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. That's why I was coming to get y'all.
All right, guys, we're getting an update from Chief Drake, right?
No, it'll actually be the public information officer, Don Aaron.
Oh, Don Aaron. Okay.
So I just want to make sure get all y'all together and things.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I remember the last time he was on one, you had to wait for a minute to get everybody together because they was coming from every direction.
Yeah. I think we've got. If y'all want to come on over here, What we'll do is Don's just about ready to do a statement on everything. If y'all can figure out where the best lighting is, and then we'll give him, put him on the spot, and we're good to go. Okay. Is everybody here that's going to be here? I think at this point we are, aren't we? So, is anybody wanting to go live?
We've already done.
Already did that part.
I'm already live on mine, so.
Okay, good. So, okay, good. If y'all give me about 5 seconds, I'll call Don and we'll get over here.
Okay.
Kind of get y'all out of here.
And Assistant Chief, can I get your name again for the record?
Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor.
Yeah, I go by Chris.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, we're fixing to get a press conference from Don Aaron, which is the Metro Police spokesperson for Metro Davidson County. He will be here in just a few minutes. Again, this is an officer-involved shooting. The Metro was trying to serve a warrant, and he shot at SWAT, so SWAT responded back, and the person is deceased. We'll go around, y'all. Yeah, I was just trying to get some pictures over here. As soon as Don walks over, I'm going back over that direction. I couldn't get no good footage over there because the lights are the lights were outside messing up making it blurry, so I couldn't.
I got good footage from over here. From the Daisy up in the ride to the SWAT shot field.
They was in the process of bringing me a TBI agent spokesperson, but I'd rather hear it from Don Aaron anyway than a TBI. Yeah, I see the car, but I don't know where the... Oh, there's Brandon right there. What's up, man?
How's it going, buddy?
How y'all doing?
Pretty good, how are you? Don Aaron should have a TBI agent with him, should. Normally they do. I've got to delete some of my photos because it's only gave me 5 minutes. But when I go to zoom in, everything gets a little blurry.
SWAT. TBI over there. Okay guys, for those of you who do not know who that person was that I was walking up with, that was actually Assistant Chief Chris Taylor for the Metro Davidson County Police Department. is at the Days Inn at Percy Priest and Stewart's Ferry. Don't know all the details. We just came across the scene, and I called ECC, and they was telling me that yes, it was an officer-involved shooting with SWAT. According to them, the gentleman, they was trying to serve a warrant on him for something, and he shot at SWAT, so SWAT returned the fire. We're just waiting on Don Aaron, the police spokesman, to come up right now to give us an update.
So if you want to,
We'll have to do a part 2. But as you can see, guys, they got all kinds of marked and unmarked cop cars out here. TBI's out here. I'm pretty sure ATF is out here.
Double decker.
This is at the Days Inn motel. I've got 13, but I was over there talking to him.
I got like 5 minutes of distance cars right there.
Zoom around and get pictures of all the other cars instead of just getting one area, bub. You can walk up there to that Jeep and get pictures of Box 55 and zoom in where I'll choose SWAT right there in the middle.
Do it in the water.
Guys, I don't know why my camera is so blurry.
Probably the voice on the camera.
Probably. Here comes Don. Looks like, no, it's not. Okay. That's probably TBI agents. Yep, that's TBI.
That's okay. Put it on that.
I'm really surprised they ain't got the whole area blocked off over there for traffic. I'm really surprised at that. Supposedly.
Definitely apologize. I'm still waiting for the diner to come out.
Got the cat off. Yeah, you can merge them together.
What do I do? Do I say out loud?
That's up to you. I'm gonna stay. That's up to you. You can cut it off, save your time if you want to. 5, 4, and 2. Some Fox 17 are out here anyway. We didn't even know this happened until I called ECC and got an alert from, I think it was Channel 5, got the alert came up, and the CAD is messed up. Can't even look at the CAD right now. It says the site can't be reached. So, that may have been why, because it was an altar ball shooting. They've done it once before like that. Yeah. I don't know if you was working, but when the guy got shot at Goodwill by SWAT, they did the same thing then. They like shut the CAD off until the scene was cleaned in, the CAD came back up. And they also did it at the Walmart shooting on Gallatin Pike a few weeks back. Because I was broadcasting live and the whole Wi-Fi went out completely. And then when they cleared the scene, it came back up.
Did y'all catch that video?
Right.
Yeah, I catch the wreck on Madison. We called the wreck on Madison.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
What was that?
The
NBA
the
three-car
three
wreck
cars.
where the fatality with the Uber driver, the 2 passengers, and the car that
Yeah, we
was
covered that.
speeding.
We covered that story.
Yeah, we covered that one.
Yeah, right there. Fifth Third Bank, Dalton.
Don't think I kind of vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
We was wanting to go that one earlier, but we didn't go to it. Wow. I figured that was a cop car. I figured that was a cop car. Just the way it looks.
You never know when a car will be chased.
That's one right there beside the lady. Hey guys, we're just waiting on Don Aaron to come up here to give us an update. And I think, no, I think that was him, but it's not.
I feel like no chance.
No, this is the car right here. Trust me, if you heard gunshots, trust me, you know what they sound like. That was that car right there. Bet you everybody in that motel is locked down right now. That was VTDI agents right there. Or who is? Oh, the Spanish news. Sorry guys for the quietness of this video, but there's not too much we can do right now. No, Don Aaron would have a suit and tie on, sometimes.
Got glasses?
Yeah, Don Aaron wears glasses. Yep, that's Don Aaron. I'm going. Nope, that's not him. Nope, that's not him. Excuse me. There goes CSI right there. Then you got CSI down that end. And that thing.
What's up out there?
Where's your camera? I see it. Hey, officer. Do you know how much longer it'll be before Mr. Aaron comes out?
I'm not too sure. I don't know what's really going on up there. So I know that Deputy Chief Taylor just came out here and talked
Yeah.
about for a little bit. Did you say he's coming back out?
He said that Don Aaron's on his way, but it's
Yeah,
been
I mean, I'm not too
15
sure.
minutes right now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Y'all can just hang out here. I'm sure Don knows.
Okay, thanks, officer. Let this truck go by here.
Yeah, I know they're dealing with their stuff up there, so I'm sure Don Aaron will head out as soon as.
All right, thank you, sir.
Back to part 2 when Don Aaron shows up. In this case, I'll get you here on part 2 when Don Aaron shows up. I'm gonna work together.
I think I'm gonna be doing that here too. So I think I'm gonna be doing that too myself here in a minute. I only have 55 minutes already at 25.
at the K9.
Yeah.
Another K9. That's 2 K9s I've been seeing so far.
Looks like I got 28% battery.
I mean, look at my battery percentage. 86. That looks like Don Aaron Walk. Yep, that's Don Aaron walking up right there.
Cool.
In the white shirt and the jeans. That looks like him. I can't see that far, but that looks like him. And I think that is him because he's got a folder, a portfolio. It looks like him. No. Hey guys, sorry this is 28 minutes of nothing sounds or anything, but sorry it's been quiet, but we're waiting on Don Aaron to come out. Yep, that's Don. Hey. Here comes Don Aaron right now, guys. We're fixing to get an update. He's walking right there. He's the one in the white shirt. He's got Assistant Chief Chris Taylor, and I think that's the other police spokesman. Hey, Mr. Aaron, how you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
I can't complain.
How you doing? Good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We got Chief Drake coming too.
Sure. Does everybody else have sound? Everybody else okay?
I'll just have to get a little closer to you.
Okay.
Oh, that's not Chief.
Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Let me wait on you 5. I'll wait for you.
Good to go.
Okay. Throughout the week, the police department has been pursuing a number of leads in the murder of Josh Evans. Mr. Evans, who is 50 years old, a body was recovered from the Cumberland River at the first of the week. Autopsy showed that he had been shot to death. During the investigation, Adrian Cameron, a 47-year-old man,
was identified as an individual who needed to be questioned in this homicide and who likely had information. Mr. Cameron is a convicted felon. Our information was that Mr. Cameron was armed with high-powered guns, and we even developed information over the past day or so that Mr. Cameron had been threatening witnesses who we had identified as part of the Evans homicide investigation. During the day today, our Titans group learned that Mr. Cameron was in a room here at the Days Inn behind me. He was in a room on the second floor. After assessing where Mr. Cameron was, the fact that he is a convicted felon, that he had a parole violation warrant that had just been issued, and the fact that he is known to have high-powered weapons. The police department SWAT team was asked to assist in the execution of a search warrant of this hotel room, as well as assist in taking Mr. Cameron into custody on the parole violation warrant. The SWAT team arrived at the motel, positioned a SWAT vehicle outside Mr. Cameron's room, and made announcements over the loudspeaker for Mr. Cameron to surrender. The officers fully expected Mr. Cameron would see that the SWAT team was there and that he should surrender. The door of his motel room opened. A female came out. She was quickly grabbed and taken into safety by SWAT members on the second floor. Seconds later, Mr. Cameron himself came to the threshold of the door with a high-powered rifle-type pistol, which was semi-automatic, may have been fully automatic. We're still analyzing the gun. He fired multiple rounds, causing the SWAT team members to return fire to him. Now, when he fired those rounds, he was directing his bullets at the SWAT members. We had 3 SWAT members return the fire. Mr. Cameron was hit and fatally wounded. The investigation into the Evans homicide is continuing. We think that there are other persons involved in this. We have a lot of more information to gather. We know that Mr. Cameron's 16-year-old son was in this motel room earlier today and may have left the hotel room armed. His name is also Adrian Cameron Jr. II, and the police department would like to know where he is. Again, we have questions for him in regard to the homicide of Mr. Evans. So, to encapsulate where we are tonight, Adrian Cameron, who was wanted for a parole violation and who was wanted for questioning in the murder of Josh Evans from earlier in the week, was in the motel room here tonight. SWAT members ordered him over a loudspeaker to come out of the room peacefully and surrender. Mr. Cameron ignored those commands. He chose to come to the door armed with a high-powered gun and opened fire on the SWAT team in the parking lot below. 3 SWAT members returned the fire. Mr. Cameron was fatally wounded and died at a local hospital. That's where we are.
Don, can you tell us if Mr. Cameron was on you guys' wanted list, and if so, how long?
So, Mr. Cameron's name was developed as a person who needed to be questioned in regard to the homicide of Mr. Evans. We, from the information we have at present, do not believe that Mr. Cameron committed the homicide, but that he had critical information in regard to it. And we had also received information just in the past day that Mr. Cameron had made threats to witnesses who had provided the police department with information in regard to the Evans homicide. Given the totality of all that information, we had been discussing his situation with federal authorities and state authorities. A parole violation warrant was issued for Mr. Cameron, so the officers here tonight were going to take him into custody as part of the parole violation warrant, and then we wanted to question him in regard to the homicide. But because of his propensity for weaponry and his propensity to threaten others, as we had been informed, we did a threat assessment of him. The threat assessment was strong, So the SWAT team was here to assist in executing the arrest of him, and then a search warrant of a search of the motel room. Obviously, we wanted to look for weapons in that motel room to see if some of these weapons could have been linked to the murder of Mr. Evans. Everybody got it?
Yeah. Any details on what led you guys to this particular hotel? Any information on what led you to that?
Suffice it to say that we have been pursuing a number of leads in the Evans homicide throughout the week. Those leads led to Mr. Cameron being identified as a person who had knowledge. Then we had information that Mr. Cameron had made threats to witnesses. And as a result of various police department efforts, we were able to learn that he was here at this motel room. And in fact, an undercover team had confirmed that he was in that second story motel room and had not come out at the time the SWAT team arrived to execute both the arrest warrant and a search warrant of the motel. Now, the homicide of Mr. Evans remains an active investigation. Our homicide unit continues to do a lot in regard to this. As far as the shooting of Mr. Cameron, the shooting incident where Cameron fired at us and we fired back, that investigation will be handled by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. So the murder case continues to be handled by us. What happened here tonight, because it is a fatal police shooting, will be handled by the TBI.
How are the SWAT officers involved in the shooting? Like, how do they handle it?
No police officers were injured. The SWAT officers are okay, and they are remaining here at the scene and are assisting with the investigation as to what's taking place here.
Well, what's it like for them to go through something like that?
Well, let me say that the 3 SWAT officers involved are all supervisors. There are 2 lieutenants, Lieutenants Bob Doak and Jeff Sanders, and Sergeant Josh Black. These are veteran members of our SWAT team. They go through extensive training. They are all supervisors in other roles at the police department. They are veterans. Officers don't come to work at the beginning of the day wanting to be engaged in a situation such as this, but from time to time it's part of the job. And these 3 SWAT members were forced tonight to use force on a man who had used extensive force in their direction, who had fired a high-powered gun toward them. That's the situation in which they found themselves tonight. Do they wish they were home tonight watching a football game? Yeah, I can tell you they do. But they're here and they're dealing with what's happening.
Were any motel guests injured?
No one else was hurt. Okay?
Mr. Aaron.
Can you confirm what time this happened? Was it around
7:50.
7:50.
7:50.
Okay, and will the hotel be reopening anytime soon?
I don't think the motel itself is totally closed. The TBI will have its team here, its evidence processing team here, and it will be, the shooting itself occurred on the back side of the motel, so that work is going to be done for the next several hours by the TBI.
John, if you could describe to us just how many shell casings and how many shots were fired on both ends, could you talk about that?
That will be that's part of the TBI investigation.
Can you spell Adrian Cameron?
ADRIAN CAMERON, age 47.
And Don, just to clarify, he was wanted for questioning, but you're not calling him a suspect in the homicide.
He was wanted for questioning in the Evans homicide. We do not believe that he actually committed the homicide, but had information about it. We believe that he had significant information about the homicide. He was wanted on a parole violation warrant issued by the state of Tennessee. Okay?
A female that was taken away to safety, what's her status now?
That female, as she was taken away to safety, we had a police dog as part of the SWAT members who were on the side of the the side of the motel room. So when she came out and was taken to safety, being taken to safety, the dog did bite her on the arm. So she needed treatment for a dog bite to her arm. And we have officers who are also talking with her about what knowledge she may have had that Cameron possibly shared with her in regard to the homicide case.
Mr.
Okay.
Aaron, I got a question. On the Joshua Evans murder, you said there is still more suspects that y'all are looking for to question, or people of interest?
Well, not to be repetitive, but I need to be in this situation. We do not believe that Mr. Adrian Cameron Sr. committed the murder.
Okay.
At this point in time, the person who committed the murder is not in custody.
Okay.
We have a lot of work yet to do. We have to arrest and confirm the identity of the person who committed the homicide, and then we'll see where the investigation takes us from there.
Okay. I just wanted to get some clarification
Okay.
on that. I misunderstood what you said earlier.
That's good. Everybody good? All right. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Aaron. All right, guys, there you go. This stemmed from the murder that the body was found in the Cumberland River, shot multiple times in a garbage bag that was found last week, and they're looking currently for his 16-year-old son, who is also Adrian Cambrian Jr. or something like that, and no one else was hurt but the suspect, or the guy that had the warrant. Get y'all more information as soon as I get it. News Now Preston, I'm signing off. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna give y'all a quick look of the scene. It happened right there, and there's the SWAT truck right there. There's your SWAT truck. So I'm assuming it happened right around there where you see the detectives and Metro and TBI. What, the SWAT? That's probably what I'll do. Actually, it happened upstairs. Remember, it said second floor? Yeah, that's where that big guy's standing at right there. Yeah, see now it's zooming in really good. I guess it's because of the police lights, reason why it wouldn't let me, why it was so blurry. No, it was last week. No, it was the body that washed up on the Cumberland. Well, yeah, but the body was found last week. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to, when I in this video, I'm gonna take a snapshot of that SWAT, and I'm probably gonna put it as my thumbnail. That lady is standing on top. That's actually TBI. They don't have any markings, but because right now she's taking pictures of where the bullets went and where SWAT shot at. You're fine talking over it. That's why you merge them.
police encountered shooting. SWAT team served a warrant for a search warrant and took somebody in custody for parole violation. And they pulled up and asked him to come out and surrender and go into custody. And he wouldn't. He came out shooting at him, which they then returned fire and shot back at him and fatally wounded him. He died in a hospital nearby. He was questioning on a murder that happened a couple months back on a person that was found a week ago. This took place at 7:01 this afternoon, and they're still on the scene. The scene can be active all night. It happened on the backside of the Days Inn on Fresh Creek Lake and Stewart Ferry Pike. That's the SWAT truck right there and all the TBIs. It happened on the second floor in the back.
I got a picture of her. She's, I guess she's TBI because the SWAT, when the guy came out, he started shooting at SWAT. And as you see where it's opened at, that's probably where they, fired shots at. So she was probably on top of it looking for bullet casings, probably. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. This. Yeah, Mr. Aaron, Don Aaron said that, as far as he knows, the motel's still open, so I don't know why they're not letting you in, buddy. I honestly don't know. Exactly. I know that feeling, man. Parole.
Do you remember that body they found in the river this past Monday? The one that floated up in the bars?
I don't think he's from here.
They found a body that was in the Cumberland.
Shot to death in a garbage bag, floating in the Cumberland.
He's been dead for about a month or so. They found him and they found the body and they think he's in connection with questioning about it. They didn't question him.
Now they're saying his 16-year-old son, they're looking for him because he's got massive weapons on him with assault rifles.
Yeah,
and
he shot at the squad with high-power rifles. With high-power rifles. They returned fire and killed him. He died at the hospital.
So they say he died at the hospital.
Well, I mean, when did they take him back to jail?
Exactly. Makes no sense.
I thought that's why people had the briefcase. I thought that was the medical examiner to the bed on the scene.
Yeah, that's what I thought too when I first got here until he said that they died at the hospital. But you know how crooked the cops are.
This is crazy, man. I've been to Wilson down here to celebrate my birthday and
I'm at 7.
y'all with a company because y'all got name tags.
Yeah, we're a YouTube journalist, investigative reporter.
They work at the news show.
Yeah. I'll give you one of my cards when we leave here, when we finish this up, man. Check us out.
We did that too.
Yeah, we do that too sometimes.
What's the guy's name out there? Short kid?
Matt somebody.
Yeah, we got video. We got to come on video too.
Yeah.
We got on our laptop. We got to send it to
No, we want to. I want to so bad. Nope, I want to do that one myself also.
Bushy Mountain is, I live pretty close to Bushy Mountain. Like an hour and 10 minutes away from Bushy Mountain. But, I've been up there. I've done the tour. I've done the tour. I took a spirit box with me. And whenever nobody was around, just hit the spirit box on it. See if I can get something come through. I did get a male voice come through one time. I recorded it, and I can't understand what he's saying.
Well, they say in one of those cells out there, you put a lit cigarette on it and you'll see the cigarette being smoked. Yeah. Yeah. That's what a lot of videos I've seen, and a lot of the researchers that I've watched have said that.
So I saw the book back in the day when they gun tagging and all that.
Yeah.
And then the actual version of Ghost Hunter, the big heavy shit guy, Adam. Yeah, I used to call him how you want to travel man?
So you watch Ghost Adventures.
Sorry guys, we got on a different subject with this. Me and him have been wanting to do that, but we just haven't had people to go with us stuff there to do it.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to
Nick, you signing off on this video. We'll catch you in the next one.
I know firsthand the demons are real. I know firsthand the good spirits are real. I know firsthand that angry spirits are real. Because I've faced them.
Wow.
I've had to kick demons out of my house, bro.
Wow.
Like, pictures be flying off the wall. I'm talking like it sounds like every dish in my house being picked up.
The house we just moved out of was haunted. He was asleep one night, and I've got pictures. I've got pictures of him with like a humongous handprint and footprint on his chest.
Stuff in the house and had plates in the windows. I bought stuff in the basement of our house and all of that. Man, I had a handprint on me. I had chest pain, fever. And everything we looked at all the house. It was good for me. Because the house we lived in, somebody got murdered there. Back in the 2000s. Our cats seen stuff, we seen stuff. We mainly go to like Civil War cemetery. We go to the First Victim cemetery.
I'm not from here, so I don't think they're around places.
Yeah. It's good for what's it called?
Green Cemetery. Yeah, I think so.
Green Cemetery got a silver kind of parole or something. 2014. It's found something there. Called Green Cemetery.
Yeah. We went to a place called Dyers, Tennessee, and it was an old witches cemetery. Okay guys, this is News Now Press, and I'm signing off. I'll catch you on the next one.